Blue wondered why Ethan would leave trash outside of his office like that. Surely the landlord told him what day garbage day was, and where had he gotten 2 large bags of trash in the few hours since she'd left work? Surely private investigation didn't produce much refuse. The building had been empty, if not dusty, as far as Blue knew, so it's not like he had to clean the office out when he moved in. As she stepped closer to the garbage bags, Blue realized they weren't garbage bags at all. She stood there on the sidewalk, frozen, because what she looked at was impossible. Right? Once it registered that her eyes were telling her the truth, she pulled her phone out of her purse. Her hands shook as she dialed. Blue's heart raced as the dispatcher told her to stay put, lock the doors, and not to leave. She quickly scrambled back into her car and locked the door, her hands trembling as she fumbled with the keys. While she spoke with dispatch and waited for the sheriff's department, she did something she hadn't done in a long time. Blue drew a small protection sigil in the dust on her car door, just under the window. A thin layer of dust had built up on the dashboard and windows of the car. Blue picked up an old pen, left the cap on, and carefully wrote a small charm in the dust on the driver's side window. She blew away the excess dust, watching as the carved letters sparkled in the streetlight. Her other hand gripped the phone as she stared out the front windshield. In the moment, she was glad Pepper was mad at her and hadn't begged to come along. She couldn't imagine stumbling over a dead body with her sister in tow. "What's that?" the dispatcher asked. "Ma'am, are you okay?" It was then Blue realized she was chanting a spell to go along with the sigil. She was casting without even thinking about it. "Oh, yes, just a little mantra to calm my anxiety." The dispatcher chuckled. "I do that too. Works like a charm. Hey, do you see the sheriff's deputies? I have their location and you should see the lights." Blue looked on out the windshield again, and she did see the lights. "Yes, I see them. They don't have their sirens on." "In case the killer is still around, dear. That's why you're locked in your car. You're still locked in your car, right?" "Yes." "Good. Don't come out until I confirmed with the deputy that arrives first." Once that was done, Blue hung up with the dispatcher and stumbled out of the car, her jaw dropping as she took in the unfolding scene. Police officers descended upon a body, barricades blocking off the entrance to more investigations. She refused to look towards it, instead collapsing onto the curb in front of her shop.